Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Aspiring Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Hamza Chowdhury, and today it is March 2nd. It's Tuesday. Welcome to our daily stock recap where we just go over the stocks that we cover on our Sundays video. With that said, guys, I know today was a tough day for the longs. It's just continuing bearish momentum in the stock market. We took away a lot of the gains that we had, and for a while in the morning, it looked like the market was really trying to go, and it just couldn't, sort of survive. And so, we started off sort of gapping lower from yesterday where we closed. We gapped down, and then we sort of just reclaimed and sort of filled in the gap, and then we just couldn't break it. So the buyers were essentially here yesterday, and we tried to recover, and we just sold off, and it never really rebounded, and we had to sell off towards the end and sort of a retest of the lows. And so for a lot of the bag holding that has sort of happened the last couple of weeks, it's going to continue to sort of be a bearish market until at least the Senate passes the stimulus part, and then I think we'll definitely see some momentum. But the market has definitely slowed down significantly. And it's just interesting to see that, again, we're not that far off from all-time highs, but I think we can all agree that a lot of stocks like Palantir, like Tesla, Apple, they're nowhere near all-time highs. And so that's kind of why I like to do in these videos, guys, is just kind of go over what trades I'm taking, what I'm doing. Everything's really just for us to learn and to educate and to learn from each other. I don't sell anything on this channel. It's a 100% free content channel. And I will be doing other videos soon. We'll be launching some stuff for you guys who are looking to buy a home. And as some of you guys may know, I'm a licensed structural engineer and general contractor in the state of California. So I'm going to start doing a series outside of the stock market and investing to help you guys who are looking to buy a home, and things that we should be looking for, and also things to sort of watch out from, okay, and strategies to negotiate a good deal. Okay, so that'll be coming up on the channel soon. So definitely subscribe if that's something that you might be looking into. And like I said, I'm a licensed engineer, contractor, and real estate agent in the state of California. Outside of that, guys, talking about the market with Apple, it's just, we had such a great day yesterday, and it was just awesome to see that we were able to close above 127.50, and we gapped up over 128. And then this gap down, obviously Apple follows the S&P, and just followed more or less the market. But we didn't quite give back everything we gained yesterday, but we definitely gave back a significant part. And I'm not necessarily saying it was expected. I mean, it was quite vertical yesterday, and I thought we could at least sustain that or hold it as opposed to sell part of it off. And so the key levels here again was we had to close above 127.50 today to really validate that. We were able to do that yesterday just barely, but we clearly sold off today. So that's going to still remain a strong resistance to me for the Apple stock. And so for me to dip play into Apple, this is the level I'm looking at, is the 124. And again, I would definitely be a little more on the cautious side. If you have cash and you see these types of movements and these types of days where we're going up 10 points on the S&P, I would just be cashing out and just sort of wait till we get sort of some stability in the market, because we could be stair stepping down now potentially, and back into what I was calling the 200-day. And so just be cautious of that. So I was saying that we could potentially risk down here at the 345 in the S&P, okay? And if that's the case with Apple, Apple's going to do the same thing, and it could potentially get risk down to 112, 113 when that happens, okay? So that's our risk side in terms of the market, which, Buffett and a lot of players are out there saying it's overvalued. And so you could just take that for what it's worth. Like I said, we're not even trading close to all-time highs, even though these companies have valuations that are much greater and price targets that are much higher. And same thing with Tesla, so again, we mentioned 695 has been our major support, and more or less we were trading all day above it, and that was great. I figured we'd retest it, which we did, and you could see we had some consolidation around that area. And then the market just towards the end just fell apart. You can see on the RSI we're oversold on the 15-minute chart. You can see here continued negative momentum on the stock, and then also on the RSI on the daily chart here. And so for Tesla, same key levels here as I'm looking for a breakthrough and a hold of the 695. I expect tomorrow that we should see some type of rebound. I mean, we had a low, all these lows back here from last week over in the 620, and then we got up down to 650 on Thursday, or this was on Friday. And so I expect that we can hold, this key level here at 695. I was a little surprised that we sold off. And so that's what I'd be looking for tomorrow. I didn't add any shares today. I was just, this was just a day where we essentially took out our gains from yesterday. And so I just kind of let Tesla sort of do its thing and sort of find where it wants to base. which, you know, I really still feel will be in the 650s here. Okay. Palantir, you know, same thing. The stock has just a lot of sellers that we're trying to flush out. You know, we talked about the lockup period was over last week, mentioned how it kind of looked bad that the founders were so eager and so quick to sell the shares. It would have looked better had they just waited as opposed to flooding the market. But, you know, honestly, guys, I see the stock, once we can get these sellers out of here, you know, the earnings has gone through now. We just got to get these sellers flushed out, and we'll go right back up into the 30s, 35 to 40 real quick. I have no doubt about it all. I mean, you can see we're completely bearish, both with the momentum, the RSI. We're trading at the lowest RSI we've have, and then also we're trading way below the 50, which right now is around $29. Okay, so the first level definitely I see us getting back up to in the near future will be $30, and then I can see even a gap fill here around 31.44. But once we just sort of flesh out all these people who, you know, can sell their shares, and, you know, keep in mind, guys, not everybody's going to sell on the first day. There might be people who are waiting to see if the stock rebounds, and then they sell like the second day or the third day. And so you can see the volume has picked up tremendously compared to where we were the last 10 days. And so just once we can get these sellers out, guys, I'd see the selling pressure going away and just getting back up here. We're clearly still uptrending, so, you know, I expect more upside, but it's just been very slow and hard to get any momentum in Palantir just because of all the selling pressure it's going through. And then the last stock, guys, you know, Clover was an interesting play. I mentioned yesterday during the recap that if you were buying, you would be risking here the lows from the day before, which was 915. And so you can see this morning we actually had a perfect bounce off of that level first thing in the morning. So if you trade in the morning, you would have saw that bounce, and we had a perfect bounce, but we were just selling off. We were reclaiming, and then we were selling off, and we couldn't hold any key levels. And so yesterday, if you bought, you know, there was definitely this good opportunity where you could sell up to 1150, which was an awesome trade. Anything you bought pretty much yesterday was profitable. But if you did hold on, you did see a retest of the lows from Friday. And then it really wanted to sell off, but guys, it based really well at $9. I mean, this thing was at $9, you know, all throughout here. You know, there's literally like 2 hours of trading where it was just stuck at $9, and it just didn't break it. It actually respected that level. So we could say that 915 is more or less the bottom. And so what we want to see now is that, you know, again, the sellers, the earnings is out. You know, the earnings, they claimed a loss. You know, I think it was, I can't remember what the exact numbers were. So they posted higher Q4 revenues, but they lost, it was a net loss of $82 million compared to 79 the year prior. Okay, so we're trading at all-time lows. So it's kind of like I mentioned yesterday, that's what I would be risking is more or less the 915. And more or less, I felt like we respected that. So I could definitely see us getting right back up here tomorrow around 975 to 980 as a high. And you can see that was also the top resistance here, and that was previous support here. So definitely I can see 975, 980 tomorrow is what I would be for my top, and I would probably just sell all my shares. I went pretty heavy when it was basing down here. Okay. And with that said, guys, again, it was a tough day for the market in general, and I'll be following up these stocks with you the rest of the week. And if you have any questions or comments, do definitely post them below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.